Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the small forward. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And George kicks to Morris. Pass to Leonard. The three. Morris, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, Paul George grabs the miss. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here's Beverley following the missed shot by Nurkic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
And again, the Clippers turn it over.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. That one goes in.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
The pass to Zubac. Doubled by McCollum. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Hits the three-point bomb.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Here's Lillard. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. That three off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's George missing. The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Beverley wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Anthony dishes to Ariza. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverley is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Williams looking over the floor. That's tipped, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Paul George. Now, here's Shamet. Clock at 4. The putback, and Green is right there.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green's 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
Here's Trent. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants. You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Here's Trent, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Trent. Now Hood. Knocked away. Shamet with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Loads it up there for Harrell. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Portland trailing here. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hood. Whiteside trying to break free. Basket counts.
All focus from Hood. Even with contact, he finds a way.
Here's Shamet. They get it back. Harrell takes the three. And it's Shamet missing. And here's Little. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland out in front, leading by just 1. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where things are going.
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Portland, we've got Rodney Hood, Little out there with Collins. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Trent in at the 1.
Good poise, good pass from Whiteside. Hassan with beautiful vision on that play.
Green kicks to Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. Portland leading by 3. Little passes to Collins. And here's Little. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Little. Whiteside's got his first 2 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson passes to Williams. Now Shamet. Right side, Green. And Green slams it in.
But what about the athletic ability of Green? A real powerhouse who just knows how to bring the hammer down.
Stolen by Jackson. Bobbed up there for Green. Stolen by Collins. And here comes the break. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And McCollum subbed in for Hood. Pass to Trent. Inside. And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Now Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Little. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball. Stolen by George. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. 3-point lead.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
McCollum against George. McCollum outside. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Pocket 6. From deep. McCollum no good. Clippers trail by 3. George passes to Zubac. Right side George. Over McCollum. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Trent, covered by Morris. To the paint. Here's Collins, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
George against McCollum. And George kicks to Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 on a basket from Morris. Pass to Nurkic. Out to Anthony. Over in the corner, Lillard. To the wing right side. He dishes it to Nurkic. That one drops for him. 6 points for Nurkic.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
The shot by George, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Lillard attacking. And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. Look. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
We've got Patrick Beverley. Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
The defense on George a little too tight there, but to have any chance against him, you have to challenge him.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lillard from deep three-point land. No good on the triple. The Clippers trail.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Trailblazers trail by 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nurkic dishes to Collins. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Trent gets the bucket.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down low. Here's Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Zubac has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Clippers. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Lillard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anthony left side. And there's the pass to Trent. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Picked him clean. Lillard with no one around. Ball's knocked loose. Dishes to Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Fires from deep. Shot clock at 6. And Damian Lillard, good for the 3. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Patterson bounce pass. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. The Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Lillard from outside. That shot no good.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Shamet the pass to Williams. No good on the 3. Portland leading. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Deep 2 from Anthony. The shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Patterson welcomes contact inside. He's looking to get to the line down there.
The Clippers have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Patterson. McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard. And Patterson drops them both.
Now Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
Pass to Hood. From downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Hood's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Williams against McCollum. Loads it up there for Harrell.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Harrell. And the jam by Whiteside.
Amazing. Whiteside sort of floats through the air, and that pass was on the money.
Passes it to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's McCollum on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Patterson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Magruder's checked in. Whiteside. They get it back. And the rejection by Harrell. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. And he makes the first.
A player like Lou Williams is so valuable. He's an exceptional producer your team can rally around.
Now here's Lillard. Anthony in the corner. There's the three. And there's Lillard on the assist by Anthony. Lillard's got 6. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Portland out in front. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward position.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Green against Whiteside. Green kicks to George. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Jackson in the corner. Back to George. Five on the clock. Green breaking loose. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Paul George. McCollum outside. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Zubac is checked in for Green. Nurkic against Zubac. Lillard from outside. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Nurkic against Morris. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson looking around. He kicks to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Harrell trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound, and Harrell slams it in.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
To the inside, stolen by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Anthony with the block, and they get it back. Harrell dishes to Jackson. There's the pass to George. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Ariza outside, looking for Anthony, and gets it there. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. For the Clippers, Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And Morris subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 3. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Complete it with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Scooped up.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
Good teamwork. Whiteside makes a good read. Delivers the pass on point.
From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Hazonia with the ball. And there's the feed to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Back to Morris. Leonard against Lillard. And stolen by Whiteside. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Trent passes to Whiteside. Hazonia on the wing. Covered by Morris. Lillard surveying the D. Fires from 18. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for... Soaring high above the Willamette River. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here's McCollum. Lillard attacking, and he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Matthews. No good there. Great D that time from Nurkic. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Right side Matthews. Here's Middleton. Steps back and trains the jump shot.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots over Matthews. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Giannis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And I tell you, it's ridiculous how much space Antetokounmpo covers in just 2 strides. I mean, the way he handles himself going to the basket, man, it is one sight to see.
Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Now here's Matthews, following the missed shot by Nurkic. Outside Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. Hangs in the air, and Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got his second basket.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
To the paint. Here's McCollum. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Anthony.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Ariza passes to McCollum. Back to Ariza. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the basket by Milwaukee. Ariza no up. 59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Connaughton passes to Hill. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
And Ariza very alert, gliding down the court with ease. Excellent in transition.
Here is Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton. Lets it go with a 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 3. For the 3. That doesn't go either for Ariza.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
They get the rebound. Ilyasova. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you know, he's been doing it going all the way back to 2006. I mean, Ilyasova's experience is invaluable.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Williams comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. Passes it to Trent. Can't hit that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 5. From Portland. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, yep.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at point guard. Little with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Trent can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. Good on the shot.
Really starting to come into play now is the mindset of Ilyasova inside, using every inch of his wingspan to get these shots up and in.
And the pass to Trent. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Williams dishes to Hill. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Collins, and the shot is good. Williams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Nice to see Williams be more assertive driving inside, something I'd like to see more from him.
Here's Trent. He's guarded by Hill. Trent gets the bucket. Now Hill. On the wing, Korver. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Trent. Back to Collins. The feed to Whiteside. It's stolen by Hill. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And Williams with the stuff.
And Hill jumps the passing lanes like a jaguar. Ridiculous instincts, which help lead to high percentage attempts on the other end.
Hood against DiVincenzo. The tray. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Whiteside.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the middle, here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Hood. Banked in off the glass. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Hill. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Man, I like the attack mentality of Hill. Always on the lookout to take it straight to the cup.
Here's Trent. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Dishes it to Whiteside. Lays it up and banks it in. Whiteside's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Left side, Korver. Inside, Ilyasova. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you think about Ilyasova's lethal jump shot. It makes him a valuable player because he can stretch the floor.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Williams. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Anthony against Giannis. Anthony, the pass to Ariza. That one misses. Great D that time from Middleton.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Giannis on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. That's all for now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, the length of Ariza is tough for defenses to deal with. Amazing watching him draw contact while getting into a shot.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo looking it over, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got 8 points.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Middleton outside and stolen by Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Matthews covering. Here's the lob to Lillard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Lopez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Ariza.
And credit the defense. It takes some guts to step in front of him when he's going full tilt to the rack.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
McCollum left side to the inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Whiteside comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Little in for Trevor Ariza. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Lopez is checked in. Here's Bledsoe. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Giannis throws it down.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. And the basket by Lillard.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Bucks leading by 7. To the left wing. Back to Giannis. Middleton on the wing. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Middleton's got his second bucket.
And that's a shot that Middleton makes really in his sleep, guys. I mean, he really gets going from there.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Bucks. Shot's good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
It's Matthews on the wing. Lopez inside. Whiteside's there. Right side Matthews. Feeds to Lopez. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Right side. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the ball. It's stolen by Anthony. To the paint. Here's Whiteside. Makes it off the glass. Whiteside's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Pass to Hill. Takes a 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Anthony. He's out there with Nurkic. Trevor Ariza out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Ariza with the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. High post Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing here by 8. Trent gets the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That one goes. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, his build and skill set are both platinum level. And he knows how to kick his game up a gear, too.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Over in the corner, Matthews. Passes it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Trent can't hit.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
For 3, Middleton. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To end the run. A rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I'll tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
For 3, Middleton. Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Milwaukee.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Lopez with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got 31 points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Down low. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That's a great dunk.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Back to Bledsoe. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Well, Greg, fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Outside, George fires the 3. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. 3-on-3. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. The shot's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Crossing up the defense here, playing Bledsoe to attack the rim. He just floats one over the top.
Lets it fly from 18. Zubac controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
It's Matthews on the wing. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Middleton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
Holy goodness.
That was beautiful. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And again, the Bucks miss. The Clippers in the lead, and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. He feeds it to Morris. The pass to Beverley. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Zubac.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the right side. Beverley against Bledsoe. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverley. Clock at 2. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. That one doesn't go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Over Williams. Another miss by Middleton.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Nobody near George. And the Clippers miss again. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Now here's Lopez. To end the cold streak. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
This is how athletic Paul George is, an absolute monster around the rim.
Morris against Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Left side, Williams. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. George Hill out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Ilyasova. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Hill against Jackson. Here's Lopez, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Jackson passes to Williams. Green with the ball. Outside Jackson. On the left block. And it's Green missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Knocks it loose. To the middle. The kick out to Hill. Back to Lopez. And again, the turnover by the Bucks.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Corver comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Williams. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And here's Corver from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Shamet with it. Now defended by Corver. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From past the arc. Rebounded by Corver. Bucks trail by 7. Williams kicks to Lopez. Passes to Hill. And he banks in the layup.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shamet the pass to Jackson. Beverly looking around. Green left side. To the paint. Harrell finds Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Matthews comes in for Connaughton. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for George Hill. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Marcus Morris comes in for Green. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's George in for Jackson. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Outside Korver. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Beverly. Zubac kicks to Morris. From deep. That shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounds. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
How about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target. Makes it an easy opportunity for his teammate.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Giannis dishes to Williams. And here's Giannis from outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And Matthews kicks to Bledsoe. Now Korver. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Here's Bledsoe. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to George, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Korver from the arc, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7. And that's a wrap with the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
George passes to Zubac. Moves back up. That shot misses. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks trail. Back to Middleton. Morris against Giannis. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Fires for 3. Hands it from downtown.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Here's Beverly. Zubac finds Beverly. And here's Leonard. The pass to Zubac. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Beverly against Bledsoe. Great look, but off the mark.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Launches a 3. George, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Bledsoe. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here's Ilyasova. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For the lead, he can't hit that time.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
To the inside. Shot's good by Middleton.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Pass to Williams. Loads it up there for Harrell. Lopez with the steal. And here is Hill. Passes it to Lopez. It's back to Hill. The kick out to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go. All the way. There's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
So many of Montrezl Harrell's buckets come right at the cup. He is so powerful.
Outside Hill. He dishes it to Ilyasova. It's back to Hill for the lead. Tries to save it. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Leonard. Back to Williams. Outside Leonard. And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. And when we return, and it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Marvin Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clock at 6. Williams passes to Korver. Shot on the wing. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. Well, a nice defensive play. Alter the shot, then stay right there to clean up the glass.
His first shot coming late, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Williams kicks to DiVincenzo. Williams in the post. Patterson's there. Korver passes to Lopez. Here's Williams. And that one goes long. Clippers leading by 4. Here's Shamet. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Shamet's got his first points of the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Korver gets a wide open look. The 17-footer goes down.
Wow, the pre-shot preparation of Kyle Korver gets himself square. What a soft-looking jumper.
Arrow high post. Back to Williams. Here's Patterson. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Connaughton. Outside for Korver. Right wing. Lopez passes to Connaughton. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Shamet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Marvin Williams.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Matthews. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Now the pass to Zubac. Over Lopez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the 4 in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And Matthews kicks to Giannis. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
The Bucks shooting about 43% here in the 4th quarter. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Down low. Stolen by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Bledsoe with the rebound. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Whistle blows. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Bledsoe outside. Matthews passes to Middleton. Got it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Beverly against Bledsoe. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively to take the lead. Back to Middleton.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Here's Giannis. No good.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the champ. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Back to Beverley. Dishes it to Morris. 5 to shoot. The 3 from George. Portland grabs the miss. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor. Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
They get it back. Blazers on offense. Ariza kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of a scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
George with the bounce pass. Beverley for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Leonard. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Lillard outside. At the tip, it's hauled in by Zubac. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
How about the strength of Morris shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Pass to Ariza. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Kicks it out to Lillard. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this game.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George with the ball. And it's Harrell missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Trent. Back to McCollum. Taken away by Williams. Morris passes to George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
So for the Trailblazers, Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. Rodney Hood subbed in for McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Morris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Leonard.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throw.
Hood deciding where to go with it to stop the run. Drills it from outside.
You see see the understanding that Hood has right there? I mean, he has a strong sense for how to run screen and rolls.
Inside, here's Harris.
Oh, nice. He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Here's Trent. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Amongst the best hitting the offensive glass, Whiteside can pile up those second chance points.
Here's Green. Outside Williams. The pass to Shamet. Offline with his three. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Hood finds Collins. Portland moving the ball around. And it's Hood in the corner. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one drops.
Adding more to his offensive game. You got to love that. Hood wanting to prove he's more than just a perimeter scorer.
Here's Shamet. He doesn't hit that one.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front, up 2. And the second quarter about to get started. Will be Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Collins, and it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. Leonard on the wing. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound in this one. Little dishes to Lillard. Pass to Collins. Stolen by George. And here we go. Beverly heading to the hoop. He kicks it to Morris. And stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Little finishing it off.
Encouraging to see Leonard focus on improving his defense, showing solid instincts to come up with that steal.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Leonard.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Beverly against Lillard. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Hood for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard finds Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Now here's Little. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
George passes to Zubac. Up top, Morris. On the wing, George. Passes it to Shoots over Lillard. And it's Beverly missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And stolen by Whiteside. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And finished off by Collins.
It's all about anticipation. Collins has a good feel when to go after alley-oops.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yes, yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. He got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Offensive rebound, Leonard. Here's Zubac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Portland lead.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Lillard, right side. Feeds to Whiteside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Whiteside's got his second basket of the game.
You can't teach size. Whiteside with the strong move against physical defense.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. The 3 from George. Collins grabs the miss. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The shot by Lillard wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. Leonard against Hood. Baseline try. George with no one around. Off target with his 3. Now Collins. And it's Hood in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And so it's Portland in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
So for the Clippers right now, Williams and Shamet are the guard set. Patrick Patterson is out there with Harrell, and it's man in at the small forward position. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I picked bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
The jumper of Leonard, you better respect it because he gets it off so effortlessly.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Anthony. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And it's Harrell missing. Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
No, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection top
of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in, and the Clippers making a switch here. Clippers trail by 15. Here's Beverly, and the layup's good off the glass.
When Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Poked loose to the middle, and finished off by Nurkic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic. It struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. And we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, GA. And another fast break for Portland. The Trailblazers running.
I mean, look at those big mitts of Ariza. I mean, they just can't be forgotten. Using them to paw away the ball and create chances for his team.
George double-teamed. And Harrell slams it in.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Well, you know, teams look for plus 60s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Ariza. Pass to Trent. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
You can't jump at the pump fake. Nurkic is too skilled at getting defenders up in the air.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Patterson. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Landry Shamet's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
It's Ariza on the wing. And the pass to Trent. 6 to shoot. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Morris with the ball. Outside for Jackson. McCollum against Morris. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Trent passes to Anthony. Here's Trent. Back to Anthony. No good that time. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Harrell. The feed to Morris. Back to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ariza kicks to Nurkic. Back to Ariza. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Clippers running again. And it's Shamet missing. Ariza against Morris. Rebound by Harrell. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers lead by 11. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 11-point game. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Whiteside in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
His coaches appreciate Whiteside thinking pass first here. I mean, they like to see the ball moving through him, not stopping.
McCollum against George. Ariza with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 13. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Zubac kicks to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
But not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Clippers moving the ball around. Throws up, and Lillard throws it down.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
It's George on the wing. Stolen by McCollum. Ariza outside. A 3-ball. Morris with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Leonard finds Morris. To the inside. Zubac. To end the drought. Tries again. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Anthony dishes to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Leonard. Zubac tips it back in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. It's Ariza on the wing. Back to McCollum. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Harrell down low. He's guarded by Nurkic. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Williams.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lillard.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And here's Portland. They're on a 14-6 run. The pass to Hood. Hezonja on the wing. Outside Hood. Pass to Simons. Back to Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Swanigan. That misses off the backboard. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Patterson. It's not going to go for him. Collins with some nice D. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And here's Los Angeles. Outside Hood from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. Now, here's Nurkic. Here is Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Good.
Now, Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time, he found the open man.
Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Middleton outside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
Out to the right wing. Giannis outside. Look at that.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet?
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. Anthony in the corner. Clock at 6. Pass to Nurkic. Baseline J on the way. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
For 3, Middleton. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Matthews.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Inside. Middleton can't get it to go. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Portland. Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Like the fact that the timing on that play was perfect for Collins to get up, collect it, and dunk it.
Middleton for 3. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes it to Hill. Fires the 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And finished off by Collins.
Good job attacking the rim right there from the big man, Collins.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ilyasova passes to Lopez. Can't connect from short range.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Hood deciding where to go with it. The pass to Whiteside.
And Whiteside.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the 1 spot.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky that D couldn't come up with it there.
Pass to Lopez. Outside for Korver. No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 6. Hood with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Anthony against Hill. Out to Hood. Here's the 3. Tipped away. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Bucks. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Anthony. Dishes to Ariza. Nobody near Lillard. Whiteside, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
Love the effort from Whiteside there to stay after it and find a way to slam that one back off the miss.
Here's Korver for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. For Portland, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony, and McCollum subbed in for Rodney Hood. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 6. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Ariza finds McCollum. Yep, it counts.
Ariza's been in the league a long time, so a great job of reading the defense with some rhythm that time.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Giannis against Nurkic. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. It's good from long range. Lillard's got 5.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
Lopez kicks to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Bledsoe with it. Back to Middleton. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Matthews, no one around him, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Matthews has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. McCollum against Matthews. McCollum dishes to Ariza. Back to McCollum for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Now CJ saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback 3.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lopez outside. Bledsoe finds Lopez. And here's Middleton. And here's Matthews from the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
How about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
Lillard against Bledsoe. Lillard, the pass to Whiteside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. He has 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Giannis kicks to Matthews. A three-pointer, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
Giannis outside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, how'd you see it? And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Launches it. Lillard misses. Bucks trail by 6.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Milwaukee making a switch. Hill's checked in. Cullen passes a little. To the middle. Good D by Lopez.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And there's the pass to Hill. Back to Giannis. Middleton on the wing for the lead. Up again. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Matthews dishes to Lopez. 2 points. That one goes. And it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Pass to Little. Back to McCollum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Feeds it to Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Lets it go from deep, and another 3 for Portland.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The kick out to Matthews. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Little. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Little. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Pass to Lopez. 1:16 left to play in the third. Will it go? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for George Hill. Here is Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Milwaukee shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And the technical free throw is good.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Matthews. Connaughton kicks to Korver. The Bucks working the ball around. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo sinks the three-pointer. And the Bucks lead by 3.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Lillard with the bucket.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
Connaughton passes to Williams. Back to Connaughton. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Anthony. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Lillard, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Ilyasova dishes to Williams. Now here's Ilyasova. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Bucks on top. They're up by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Nurkic can't hit.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told him this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard attacking.
It's good patience from Bledsoe. Good job of contesting the shot and just making sure that the shooter feels him.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Bledsoe. Back to Ilyasova. Passes it to Bledsoe. Korver against Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. Korver gets a wide open look. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Trent. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
There's the pass to Ilyasova. Lopez right side. Looking for Korver. He gets it there. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And Middleton subbed in for Kyle Korver. Bledsoe against Collins. Nurkic with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Anthony. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we talk a lot about the bully ball that Carmelo can play with on display that time.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Stolen by McCollum. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then C.J. getting slick.
Middleton outside. It's off the run. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Bucks trail by 5.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish position and put himself in a great spot to come away with that rebound.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. McCollum outside. Matthews with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Bledsoe's running. Count that bucket.
The leadership grows as Eric Bledsoe knocks down huge shots like that.
Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Giannis against Lillard. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That is his first foul of the game. .136 left in the fourth quarter. It's Ariza on the wing. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Nurkic finds Lillard. Out to Anthony. Nurkic trying to get open. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks trail by 5. Bledsoe passes to Matthews. And stolen by Ariza. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Lopez passes to Matthews. Kicks it to Middleton. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Anthony in the corner. It's McCollum on the wing. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
Shot clock at 5. From deep. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
And Lillard throws it down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Matthews. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good from beyond the arc.
Well, Middleton proving again how clutch he is for this basketball team. Big shot there.
Now Lillard off on that one. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Here. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now here's Bledsoe. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Five to shoot. It's Matthews on the wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Zubac trying to break loose. And nothing but air on that one. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Clippers now. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
For the Clippers, Patterson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Back to Giannis. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Bledsoe after the basket by Los Angeles. Lopez passes to Middleton. Three-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
George against Matthews. A nice shot by George.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Bledsoe outside. Kicks to Middleton. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Williams for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Morris against Middleton. Here's Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, George. Offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Pass to Patterson. Williams for three. Lopez grabs the board. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Middleton. And that one is good. Middleton's got 8 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Clippers trail by 4. Williams looking over the floor. Over to the wing. Patterson with it. Morris finds Williams. It's George on the wing. Misses the 3. Got it off in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
I like to stay locked in to the game.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Shamet and Leonard are on the wings. Jermichael Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Connaughton kicks to Ilyasova. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Hill. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. Harrell the pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
And don't let Green's skill game confuse you. He can rise up and finish around the rim with the best in the business.
Down low. Lopez, no luck.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Milwaukee also making some changes. Williams comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. On the wing, Korver. And there's the pass to Ilyasova. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. Here's Williams. Ilyasova. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard's got the ball. Pass to Shamet. Over in the corner, Beverly. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. Leonard against Korver. There's Shamet. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 5. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. To the middle. Knocked loose. Williams with the steal. Puts up a 3. And again, the Bucks miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jackson misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
That was nice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. They need this one. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Pass to Beverly. Here's Leonard. Loads it up there for Harrell.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
For three, Hill. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Harrell against Williams. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Misses off the left iron. Bucks leading by 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo passes to Williams. Count it.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Shamet kicks to Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. Here's DiVincenzo. Ilyasova. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Chris Middleton came out on a mission in the first. He had 11 points and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they've been great at...
That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bucks. Here's Leonard. And the shot goes in.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And so on to Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the dunk by Giannis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Leonard finds George. Chalk up 2 there.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
To the left side wing. Zubats against Lopez. Inside, and it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Matthews with the steal. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
And Antetokounmpo shines it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Here's George. Kept alive. Off target at the rim.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
For three, Middleton. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Leonard with the jam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Bledsoe against Beverly. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Beverly. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stolen by Beverly. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Matthews passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Matthews. Passes it to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Paul George. The Bucks also with the sub. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Williams passes to Korver. Pulls up on the wing. And the Bucks miss again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Out to the right wing. Back to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And you like to keep the big fella involved offensively, especially around the rim. Like that, Robin with a nice move.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the steal.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Landry Shamet is out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Green in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Patterson against Ilyasova. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Pocket 6. The rebound by Patterson.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's DiVincenzo. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
The pass to Shamet. Back to Williams. Beverly with the ball. "16 feet away. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Bucks trail by 5. Lopez with the ball. Now Green defending. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Look out below. Robin Lopez seeing a lane to the hoop and finishing it.
Green against Lopez. Green kicks to Williams. On the wing, Williams. Out left of the wing. Beverly wide open. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
It's good. And now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Shamet on the wing. Patterson passes to Shamet. Back to Patterson. Beverly looking around. Goes up with it. Green breaking loose. Los Angeles with another miss. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Giannis outside. Feeds it to Lopez. He's off on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Bucks trail by 3. Now here's Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson looking it over. From outside, off the mark. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Giannis passes to Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Los Angeles now. A 2-point game. Leonard dishes to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Nails the tray.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. What a show they put.